one of them is incarcerated, and one of them may even be potentially getting incarcerated. You never know.
Absolutely.
I mean, when I taught, I had a number of kids whose both parents were in jail.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what happens when you have a prison population.
I think it's getting bad because I feel like if I didn't move to the high desert, I probably wouldn't have graduated high school. I probably wouldn't have had the encouragement to continue going to school and going to college and doing some of the things that I've done. So, I grew up in Apple Valley, so people say Apple Valley and Victorville is two totally different places, but I think I see it as a good thing in a bad way. I see it as in kids have no choice but to get a good education out here. I mean, if they're messing up in school, I honestly don't think it's the kid. I think you need to invest more into the teachers and who's teaching them. That would be nice. Because that's part of because I mean my pet peeve. Kids have no choice but to go to school out here. I mean, it's not like you can in LA. You don't have to go to school because there's so many things. Or if you go to Vegas or any other cities, you're not seeing dirt. You're seeing we can go to McDonald's, we can hang out at the movies. But out here, it's like, man, if we get dropped off on that bus to go to school, we're not leaving this school because it is way too far. So kids have a good education out here due to the locations of the schools. But it's I don't know, it's like the activities within the school. I think that's the problem. They've cut out so many different activities. For one thing, the arts. Yeah. When you cut the arts out of school, when you don't have enough money to buy instruments for kids to play in the band, or if you don't have enough music teachers who will even be able to have a choir, or you don't have the choir robes to perform in, all of that works with the psyche of the student population and the teachers, because no one's being accommodated. No one's being enjoying it. Right. And a lot of teachers, what they used to do when I taught is you got a stipend if you did an extra program. I don't know if they're still doing it. I think they've cut down tremendously on that. But you used to be able to get an extra stipend for doing the band club or the French club or something like that, and they would encourage you to do that. But I don't really see that happening now. But it's going to get worse until they start reducing class sizes again, so that you don't have so many kids in one classroom.
Black on black violence in the high desert. Black on black violence in the high desert. Black on black violence in the high desert.
I don't see too much of black on black crime in the high desert. I see more of police violence in the high desert more than I see not police violence, but unjust police officers. Is that what you want to call them? Is that harassment? Yes, more of harassment towards African Americans or Hispanics than black on black violence. Just for example, we were chilling at a local park out here, and a friend of mine had a whole bunch of tattoos, but we were just playing basketball. It wasn't creating any commotion or anything, but we were asked and harassed about not being from out here, as in we kept telling them, we grew up in Apple Valley our whole entire life. But they're saying, no, you guys can't be from out here. You guys must be from LA. So
the cops said this to you?
Yeah, the officers. And not only that, I've had tons of officers. I noticed the officers out here are something else. Are really something else. Compared to, I would have to say LAPD. And a lot of people have a problem with LAPD, but LAPD has nothing to do with the sheriff office out here. I mean, the sheriff office out here are no love. And I don't know why. I think it's because the population has grown, and they assume that everybody's out here must have came from LA or from Vegas or from somewhere like that. Or I don't know what. Or the fact of having a new captain coming in, or the fact that it's. Have you ever complained about it? Have you ever complained about anything that the police have done? Well, the police broke my cousin's phone. And he complained about it. And he does not live out here in the high desert anymore. So I've never complained to the cops, but the cops broke his cell phone. And he wrote a report and everything. But he was constantly getting harassed so many times that he didn't even want to live out here no more, because he just felt that his time was coming. So, and then not only that, but our court system out here is very, very, I think it's like 89% convention rate, or what's the rate out here now?
Well, there have been some historical problems in the court system out here with blacks, but I think that has a lot to do with the voter base. The voter base in the high desert is primarily Republican. And in being that way, you have obviously more conservative people up here that are into more repressive forms of government than being open. And that's pretty historical up here, you know. But as long as there is a large Republican base of people, and as long as people that are not Republicans don't get out and vote and start changing that, it's going to stay the same way. But you have to.
You have to vote.
You have to vote. You have to vote. You have to vote.